we got off to a good start, both ends of the floor. I think our starting group is getting more comfortable playing together on both ends of the floor, and we were ready to defend. I thought we were efficient offensively. I thought we had some really good transition decisions because we got a lot of stops there in the first half. And it was interesting to evaluate some other guys off the bench as we're trying to figure out, who complements the starters and what's the rotation, especially as we move to Orlando.
What is it about Zach, where you have a game like tonight, you've got the height advantage. Zach knows he could have a big day, but to go out there and have the
yeah. Been really pleased with him, Tom. I think he's playing the way he's practiced, very consistent, not trying to do too much, not playing too fast. I think his teammates know when he gets good deep post position to hit him. I think he's made some really good reads overall in practice and in games on when to make his move and when to pass. He really is a heck of a passer, from the low post. And I think he's gotten better at making decisions of getting it out of there.
How much better is he with his left hand, too?
Yeah, he's come back with his left. He's finishing plays. He's confident. He's a senior. He's confident. He's been very mature about his preparation. I think all of those things, it's kind of a senior.
You mentioned the lineup changes and the guys off the bench. Were there any of those guys that really stuck out?
Yeah, Torres is on my mind as our first big guy sub as we head to Orlando. I think we really have to get him reps for the simple reason is he's extremely active, and that's no mystery. We saw it last year. I just think he's a guy when a Bonzi's out or a Zach's out, having him in there, I think I want to get him ready for that role. I think Matt and Matt are still our guys coming off, and Matt Farrell's dealing with a little bit of a hip flexor, so we hope we'll get him healthy by Wednesday. I thought Matt Ryan was very good today because he does stuff on the defensive end. His rotations, how he helps his teammates, how he talks, how he rebounds. We know he can shoot it, but he's doing that stuff. I think he just has to be on the floor more. He will demand more playing time.
Beach in the offseason kind of narrative with him was him getting his confidence up. Are you seeing that from him?
Yeah. He missed some shots today, but I thought he was pretty good defensively. He was flying around again. He was taking shots. I thought, he's confident when he's putting it on the floor and making some drives, and I thought he did that. So, I think he should feel good about himself because that's how I've coached him, as a key guy and a starter and, not playing any mind games with him.
Did you see a change in ball movement in the halves? Because you put up 40 points but only had 4 assists in the first half, which was a little odd for your team.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how many we scored from the foul line half to half, but, we're interesting in that, you can, with the new rule, you can drive that thing and get fouled and score. And, we're driving it more. We're getting some more driving situations, and we're getting fouled before we kick for that potential assist. So I'm not, I'm looking I've looked at that and I'm going, God, we haven't had as many assists, and I almost don't want to overanalyze it, but what do we get? We're getting a good shot. How are we getting it? Pretty good movement. Some guys just have gone and make plays off the dribble, where they don't need an assist. VJ's done it. Demetrius did it a bunch in the first half. I think he was due to make some jump shots. And shot it well in the 2 games. So even Steve is going off the dribble. So, and we've coached it that way because of the new rule. You may get fouled, so go ahead and go off the dribble more. So maybe that takes away some of your assists, but I don't know if it means you're not being efficient offensively.
How do you feel about your interior defense today? They didn't shoot very well from 2s, but they were also pretty small.
Yeah, they're small. I mean, I think we've come a long way on understanding how to have a good base. Zach's made great progress on staying down and making guys shoot over him. Bonzi, I think, has gotten better at not trying to block every shot. Bonzi's length really saves him even when he's out of position. We do a good job of helping too, and we have some length, when we have some quickness and some length and some defensive instincts, so we're able to help our big guys. And of course, that'll be tested in Orlando because we're going to play against some more size.
What can you guys do better guarding the 3? I mean, that's double digits 2 days in a row.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've I think some of the lineups I had in probably weren't conducive to. I was trying to get everybody in the first half, but I don't know if it was conducive to our offensive flow. The guys we had playing, we probably had too many forwards chasing guards, and it really wasn't conducive to our defensive flow. So I think, as the rotation probably will get smaller in Orlando, maybe it's more of an 8-man rotation. You hope you can be better getting out and defending the arc. That's the one thing we really did well in March last year. Guys have made shots on us, especially in this building.
Rotation gets smaller next week, but also the games following that with Illinois and Stony Brook, you got to narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think though you're always got an open mind to, okay, let's evaluate this next weekend and how do we feel? You go in thinking about a certain rotation, and then let's see, shoot, if it doesn't work, we got to go back to the drawing board. And that's the job of me and the assistants, to keep guys' heads up and involved if they're not getting game minutes here in November and early December. We can always point to Bonzie Colson's attitude to the rest of the team about how great a frame of mind he had, and he got his chance.
Is there anything you look for? You get the quick turnarounds next week between the games compared to now, less spaced out. Is there anything you're looking for there?
Well, I like it. I like that you get a lot of games, high level of competition, playing for a championship. You have a chance to cut nets down. We did it last time in Orlando, and this group did it not that long ago in Greensboro. They're excited that they get to play for a championship. The nucleus that we have going down there remembers what that feels like. So I think they're very, very excited. And I think, we understand from the ACC tournament routine, playing 3 games in 3 nights, and even the NCAA tournament team routine where you go game day. We have a routine where we get them back and, get them in the hot tub and watch some film and, stretch them out and do our scouting late at night. I think we have a pretty good routine in these tournament situations. We're going to do exactly what we did in March because I think that works. So we're doing the same stuff, same routine.
The reserves, that run where you're up 18 and you went deeper into the bench and they banged in those 3 threes, would you have liked to have seen maybe the reserve guys on the floor be better than what?
Yes. Yeah, I got on them at halftime because they've been better in practice. I thought some of our guys, weren't as attention to detail. I thought they were better in the second half, but I got on them. I said, you guys have been really good in practice and you guys want to play. But, when you get game minutes, I don't care who you're playing, you're getting game minutes in November. That's your time to help me get confident in you. And I got on them a little bit. I thought they were a little sloppy. Thank you, guys.